Oh, we're thankful this morning. We're blessed to be here. This is the last Health Sunday of 2023. Woo. Just think about that for a moment. It doesn't appear that it's been that long of a year, but we've accomplished so much. And the Lord has blessed us so abundantly until we can't help but be thankful because of his goodness. We certainly give honor and deference to God, who's the head of all things. Amen. And to Jesus Christ, the securer of our salvation. What a wonderful time to be alive. Amen. And we certainly honor the clergy on today. And we honor, in the absence of Elder Ronald Relf and Elder Bruce Relf, who are not here, amen, but they're yet servants of the Lord. Amen. We certainly give respect to all the men of the house if you're in your place. Amen. The priest of God, we thank God for you, for all the mothers, the missionaries, the doorkeepers, the Levites, and if I forgot anybody, the people of the Most High God. How we honor you on today. Amen. And then we certainly give deference to our own district missionary in the persons of Sister, Mother, as they say, Gwendolyn Relf. Amen. God bless you on today. Amen. We're just so excited today. Today is third Sunday. I know I caught some of y'all off guard. Amen. But third Sunday we dress down. But see, you never know, right? So you just have to be ye also ready. Amen. I'm not mad at you because you wore your good stuff. I just didn't wear mine. Amen. I wore the Health Sunday stuff. Amen. We're so thankful. But listen. Before we move any further, I want the church to help me celebrate with a rousing standing ovation our hospitality department. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Woo! My God. Lord. And our youth ministry. Amen. The little children. I know nobody would have said it, but you know, that corner over there was nobody but Starbucks. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. The only difference was you got a chance to make your own stuff. Talk to me. Oh, yeah. We had, as my Aunt Lou said, we had a big time last Sunday. Amen. And what about those little goodie boxes? Woo! Lord have mercy. Had a butter pecan cake in the thing, somebody. Lord have mercy. I ain't got to the banana nut bread. I said a butter pecan. Amen. What a blessing that was. Amen. And those children that are in here, if you like, the children are having things outside with Brother Gabriel. Amen, because we want you to be abreast of what's going on in the youth department. And where is Sister Tremaine? I've seen her. Oh, did she go outside? She went to her? Well, I got to wait till she come back. Y'all, that play was something. For her to put that together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Under the leadership of Minister Gabriel Relf and Sister Wesleyana and Sister Tremaine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was spectacular. And if you think that it wasn't, I'll give you all this year to prepare and you put on one next year. I'm going to tell y'all something now. That's a ministry. And it takes a special kind of person to deal in that level of ministry and produce something. Could I tell y'all a secret? Y'all supposed to answer me. That was a question. I could tell y'all the secret. There's been a whole bunch of folks called themselves working with the youth department was mean as a bull. You can't work with children in a ministry and try to change their lives and be mean. And those children last week responded to the best of their ability. And I mean, it was good. Yes, it was. And then all those that helped clean up last week. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Because we succeed through people. Now, first thing I do know is voluntary. Folks don't have to do nothing. I can't make y'all do nothing. But when you're willing to do it, I think it should be recognized. Amen. Because there's a whole bunch of churches ain't doing what we doing. If you think I'm telling a story, just call up your little so-called friend at these booming places and ask them when the last time your church fed you on Sunday and let you go home with when the last time they gave you a basket of candy and some cakes. When the last time they opened up a Starbucks at the corner of the church. Come on, somebody. Come on. I ain't scared. I'm just telling you. When people are nice and they think of things to do to help us become better people, I think they need to be recognized. That's just me. That's just me. As the older folks used to say, it's just nice to be nice. Amen. And you cannot beat nice. You can't be, just like you can't beat God-given, you can't beat nice. It's always in order. Amen. All right. Help Sunday. I have a few of them this morning that I want to talk to. You know, the holiday season has already started. It started way back in November. And I call this the glutton circle. If we're telling the truth about ourselves, we try not to, but we're going to glutton on Thanksgiving. We will glutton again on Christmas. And if we're not careful, on New Year's, we're going to glutton. That's just a circle. That's just a circle of time that we're going to, because see, listen, y'all don't want to like to play fair. Why y'all mad? Listen, if ain't nothing else, I'm telling the truth about us brothers are going to find a way for Super Bowl during January, and all them other bowl games will be just gluttons. Come on, somebody. Don't think I'm crazy now, because Super Bowl is right there around New Year's. And if you ain't going to have sliders on college football day, you're going to sure have some sliders on. You're going to have a party, matter of fact. You just had a New Year's celebration, but you're going to have a party for the Super Bowl. And you know what they so slick, Brother Jeffrey, they call it now a witnessing party. Now, I don't care what you have to invite all the folks from outside the church to the Super Bowl and let's witness to them. No, you just gluttony. You just want to have all the food and come on, somebody. We don't need sliders to talk about Jesus. It's just something about us is when we talk about holiday, we're going to eat. We're going to eat. So as the time approaches, sometimes we're looking for the perfect toys to give our little ones. But it's crucial to make sure that not only you give these children toys and things, try to be safe as well. I just don't advocate everything they create. Our children need to have it first. They have some things that sparkle and shoot out stuff. Some folks' stuff catching on fire at home. But the package said you can, you just have to be safe. This is the time to really be safe. Listen to this. We have never thought about this. Nearly 250,000. That's 250,000 children visit the ER room due to toy injuries. When the last time we ever thought about that? Getting their eyes put out, fingers cut off, burn up the side of their face. Got little pajamas and stuff they're running around in, and the stuff catch on fire so fast it just melts to their back. See, we don't think about stuff like that. If we're going to try to do all this stuff for our children, we need to really, really follow some safety measures. We need to really, really be sure of what we're doing. So there's steps you can take for your children to stay injury-free. First, you need to follow the age recommendations on the toys. Inspect the toys, especially the smaller parts. Some of those toys are choking hazards. You know, I just don't believe that we should have little babies around and they can just put anything in their mouth. But we don't think about that. And I'm gonna say this. We are an aging church, so most of us don't have small children, but we got grandchildren and great-grandchildren. It's okay to want to do for them, but just, I would suggest that you check with that parent, and then you need to check out what you're buying. Check out what you're buying. Because I think it's appropriate that your children need to be injury-free. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Yeah. Separate the toys by age. These little cars some of these children get. Some of them are too big for the car. And some of them are too little for the car. Why do y'all think at the fair they have a little sign with a little height thing? Why would you argue with the roller coaster folks? Your child don't weigh 50 pounds and is not tall as this. So when the child slip out, then we want to sue everybody but Jesus. Now, it sounds funny, but what I'm saying is we are just not as alert as we should be. There are precautions, not only in the holiday season, but during our life, that we should deal with things appropriately. And this is coming from the Safety Council of our government. Because the government is saying, when the holiday season come around, we have a tendency to just go with whatever is the booming thing. And it may not be appropriate. I mean, think about that. I never stopped and thought about it. 250,000 children going to the ER room because of toys? Now, you see them shows on TV, how they ended up in the ER room. They'd be doing some stupid stuff. But children, they only are there because of stuff that I'm sure someone gave them or the parents bought. And we need to be careful. Just saying, just need to be careful. Amen. Winter's upon us. I know this is the best we can do, but it's our winter. It's just the way it is. May not be no snow. May not be a lot of wind and rain. But I do know this much. Something going on, because my lips stay dry now more than ever. I got Vaseline in my bag and in my car. They're just dry. So this is the time, black people, to take care of your skin. This is not a trick question, but I want to ask all of you all something. What is the largest organ on your body? And you may not know this, but it's the most important organ. Because when your skin start going south, you almost need a miracle to get it back normal. I remember growing up, my mother, we didn't have lotion and Vaseline, so she would get a little Crisco or something. Rub it on my face. Rub it on my arms. Rub it on. Mom, I don't want to be shiny going to school. Boy. And now some of our women don't want their legs shiny. Oh, yeah, they take showers and baths and just put on their clothes and leave. Maybe y'all should start seeing them older commercials I used to see. Who want to hold hands with a cactus? As the winter temperatures drop and the air becomes dry, our skin is at its most vulnerability. Additionally, the effects of winter are more visible on brown and black skin tones. Could I ask y'all a question? How many of you, besides the women, how many of you brothers in here been in a birthing room? Yeah, in other words, if your wife had a baby, were you in there when she was having a baby? It's a birthing room, right? Why do you think God has the baby coming out with this thick-looking cream on the skin? If you came here starring in that movie, or moisturizing and protecting your skin, what should you do? Because the movie's not over. You're the star of the movie. What you should do? God thought enough of you in that 9 months of water not to let the fluid or nothing destroy you, so he put a protection over you. And even when the nurses clean you up, your skin is so soft and so soft, it's just beautiful because of the way the Lord did it. So what makes you think now growing up you don't need moisturizing? And why we itching, that's why we got eczema, that's why we got spots. Some of us so embarrassed of our skin, we won't even dare wear no short pants. Look like somebody put cigarettes out on your leg. Sounds funny, doesn't it? But that's what we do. And as black people, darker skinned people, we need to be more robust about taking care of our skin. Our skin is prone more to pigmentation discoloration, acne, dryness. Both men and women should fight dryness and keep their skin supple. Fix a daily skin regimen. They say use moisturizer at least twice a day. Got one? Hand clap. Well, I believe in taking care of skin. When I go to the Y and after I work out and shower, I don't be like most of those men in there. I don't go in there and take a shower and be done in 5 minutes. No, I take a shower. I dry off. I bring my own lotion. My lotion has baby oil and lotion mixed together. And I don't put on a stitch of clothes until every inch of my body has been lotioned down. Well, it's just going to come off when you got the clothes. No, it might, but guess what? I done attacked the dryness first. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to be mean, but a woman should have the best smelling and feeling skin. My vision of a woman, when I can go up close to her and touch her or smell her, she ain't supposed to smell like me. It's important to protect your skin from the sun's harmful rays. See, we got a double whammy going. It could be winter here too, and the sun could bake you too. And away with all that mess, I don't put lotion or nothing on it, sometimes make you sweat. You're going to sweat whether you got something on or not. Take care of your skin. UV rays are deadly. Even during winter, be sure to wear screen. See, we don't deal with SPF 30 as much as the majority group because of our pigmentation. But guess what? If you out there long enough, you get burned too. Some of the worst burns I experienced, we took the children to Cabo. No, we was in California. We went to a beach. And it was nice. The wind was blowing. We were swimming and doing all that. By the time we got back to the hotel, and I took a shower, started drying out my skin, and I didn't realize that sun had burnt me, and everybody who was light in the house, thank you, mother. I ain't gonna mention no names. It looked worse on them than it looked worse on me. Gabriel and Maya, everybody's skin was burned. And we wasn't out there but an hour. So don't tell me it won't do it. It'll do it. Caring for your skin can be a journey of self-love. Healthy skin is beautiful skin. And skin care is self-care. Write that down. Skin care is self-care. If you take care of your skin, you won't need all these other tablets to fight stuff happening on the inside that all it's going to do is cause side effects. When all you needed was a little bit of lotion or baby oil. Even get you some olive oil. You can use olive oil. Oh, that's too thick, that's too greasy. There's nothing on this earth. See, God is so, listen y'all, God is so spectacular. Just think about this. Think about this for a moment. If you had no way of even understanding all the diversified ways God put in the earth, things to help us, you never would have thought an olive could create the moisture and oil it creates that moisturize your skin 10 times better than anything on the planet Earth. Do your research. Olive oil, as thick as it is, it not only moisturizes your skin, it'll drive your cholesterol down. I'm just saying. And all I'm saying is we have things in the earth, and God did that because he wanted us to have self-care. Yeah. And if you need any more tips how to take care of our blackness, go to blackdoctor.org. That's for real. You can write that down if you want to. blackdoctor.org. They'll give you all kind of hints you need for self-care when it comes to your care of your skin. blackdoctor.com. .org. All right. Talking about food, talking about our sliders, all the food we're getting ready to eat. Food is just a part of our heritage and culture. There's a lot of stuff that we do that's passed down. It's tradition. But some of the foods that's been passed down has 3 deadly things in it that we need to really be careful for. Fat, salt, and sugar. We were invited to a place Friday night, and Sister Relf and I, especially Sister Relf, are noticing more and more when we eat, sometimes the variety of what people give you. And we're just a people that's going to have everything swimming in the wrong stuff. So if that's a little too deep for you, let me tell you what I'm talking about. The corn I had, I love corn, was the bomb. I'd never had corn like that in my life. But it was in a swimming pool full of butter. I could have ate 10 bowls, but I don't know what would have happened to me. We had sweets. We had all kind of stuff. But what we didn't have was nothing green, nothing orange, nothing purple, nothing red. And what I'm saying to you is that those are things been passed down for years. And if you're not careful, your table now, during these holiday seasons, could be the same thing. Fat, sugar, and salt. We got to learn to diversify. Roast turkey is a healthy option, but we shouldn't baste it in butter. Oh, now, Pastor, if we could have just a little bit, you probably can. But I don't even think we can spell a little bit, do we? Can we spell it? That's a question. Can we spell a little bit? Yeah. Sometimes the skin of the fried chicken and the turkey could be deadly. It's good, especially if it cracks when you eat it. See, we them kind of folks that when we eat, we like to hear sounds. Come on, y'all. You don't want no fried chicken and the skin don't talk to you. Thank you, my sister. See, where you been? Help me out, preach here. If the chicken skin don't say hi to you when you bite it, I guarantee you won't take another bite. Because the first thing you're going to say, they don't know how to fry no chicken. That chicken ain't even done. The skin was rubbery. Come on, somebody. We just got to find better ways, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I think there's ways to cook chicken and it can still be crispy. I think there's a way to cook the turkey and for it to still be crispy and nice. I do. I really believe that. I'm just saying let's be more cautious and aware. Because Sister Relf pointed that out to me when we was on our way home. She said, you know, we didn't have nothing green tonight. I said, wow, I didn't think about that. I said, you're right. And when you can go and eat on a daily basis and it's nothing but starch and sugar, it won't be long. You're going to start having health problems, heart problems, diabetes, high triglycerides, which will cause your sugar, your A1C. And can I say this to us? Let me just say this to us. It's not that we're bad. We just don't proceed with caution. See, sometimes caution has to be a staple in what we do on every level until it becomes a habit. See, we might do it once or twice, but it becomes a habit. We got to learn to serve more healthier sides, like roasted vegetables, steamed. Even sometimes vegan options might not hurt you. Roasted cauliflower. How about making your stuffing out of lentils? Or brown rice? It doesn't always have to be the stock, the butter, the this, the that, and the bread. Now, what I can give credit for us is, if we're going to have some stuffing and gravy and turkey, we're going to have some greens somewhere. But the cornbread is going to have enough sugar to make a peach cobbler. Listen, I'm not calling no name. Don't drop your head when I talk. Just laugh with us and just go with us. That's a dead giveaway, is you. Don't do that. Even our children think cornbread is cake. The American Diabetes is saying, if you want, didn't I give all of us a cookbook? I thought I did. Healthier choices, vegan choices. I gave you a book on all fruits and vegetables, what they do for you. Didn't I not? So we have those tools. It's just that I think we need to start, go get back. Listen, don't spend all this year making strides in health and throw it away in 3 months. Amen. Seriously. Because if we could do it this year like we've been doing it, we can keep doing it. We can keep doing it. We can always go online to the American Diabetes Association and get any question you won't answer on how to prepare healthy foods. Just write that down just in case you get a unction from the Holy One that you need to check that out. American Diabetes Association. Pardon me? All they're saying is, let's start making little changes in what we do. Sister Relf and I was talking about something this morning. And I'm doing something now, at least I started, for a 4-month period. I want to see what happens in 4 months. You know, when they tell you life is in the blood, they're not playing. The Bible is right, y'all. Your blood tells the doctor everything that's happening and getting ready to happen. And I think, well, I'll get to that. That's okay. I'll get to that. So there's nothing wrong with changing menus. We can still honor our traditions and culture if we learn to do it in a more cautious manner. Okay. Did you know that you can have better foods and eat more of it and it won't hurt you than eating a little bit of bad food and it'll kill you? Sister Relf and I love Chinese food. So we go to this one place and people think sometimes we are strange. But our chow mein, we do vegetable chow mein. And I mean the carrots and the celery, the snap peas, the onions, the green onions, the broccoli. You could tell those people have cooked it right because they're not soft and soggy. And when we eat our rice and our chow mein, we're eating vegetables at the same time. That won't kill you like chicken fried rice or shrimp fried rice, because you eliminate all the fat and all the harmful things and you get in vegetables. And there's a variety of vegetables. So what I'm saying is you could just make subtle changes to your dishes and could eat and be full and be okay. You won't have to worry about stuff. But it's when we get real full and a continuum eating pattern with bad stuff that hurts you. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. This message is for mostly the men. I want the women who have a man to take notes, and you can be a help to the man. Okay? It's a fact. Black men don't go to the doctor enough. And when you don't go to the doctor enough, our families, who we love, and our communities where we thrive suffer the most. Because when a man go down, just about takes everything down with him. Yep. There's a campaign going on now toward this last quarter of the month that promotes awareness about men's health. It focuses on prostate cancer, mental health, and testicular cancer. And I think as a man, we need to have some kind of baseline on where we have been, where we are now, and where we're trying to go. You all have heard me say this, and I'll say it again. Since the age of 40, I've been getting certain exams every year without fail. And I do that because I would rather know what to pray about than self-medicate and guess what's wrong with me. There are certain things that happen to men that causes pain, and some of those pains you don't need to guess about it. You need to know about it. I want somebody else to help me pray if I find out I have something that could potentially take me out. I may be too emotionally distraught to do all the praying. I know you think you all that in a bag of chips, but there are some things you need other folks to help you with. That's why God gave the doctor tools and ways to help us. And I want to share this with you. As a black man, our numbers, especially for prostate, if we're not cautious, are going to be higher than the majority groups and the other groups of men because of our non-participatory ways in exercise and our foods. It's going to affect black men faster and more than what it's supposed to. I was in my doctor's office just in October, and he said to me, he said, "Wes, your panel's fine, everything looks good, but let's get this colon." I said, "Well, isn't it time for colonoscopy?" He said, "Yeah, but you're 70 now, and so when we do other things first. So let's do the colon test, and we'll see. I'll have it shipped to your house, and you just take it, send it back in." Okay. I said, but shouldn't I? He said, "No." He said, "Listen." He said, "This is guaranteed. what we're saying is going to test for everything. I said, but, I just had this test from the Mayo Clinic. They came to our church. He said, that's fine. That's their test. But the test I'm giving you is more extensive than that. I said, okay. I was trying to get out of it. But he told me, no. He said, because this test is even more stringent than the Mayo Clinic. I said, in the Mayo Clinic? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Test came. I did what I was supposed to do, send it back. I just got my results back Thursday or Friday, I think. It just happened to be in my email. And I said, oh, Gwen, they sent me my test results. And the first thing it says, you took the test, here are your results, but always follow up with your doctor. And I'm like, okay, now what's this all about? But it came back negative. I was glad. I said, Lord, thank the Lord. Came back negative. But suppose there was something wrong and I didn't know. Then I'd have went on until I need a miracle to stay here. Because I know how us men are going to do. We're going to suffer through stuff and act like it ain't nothing really wrong. I don't care if we have to walk this way to keep walking. We ain't going to get nothing to straighten us up. We're going to just, I can make it. It's going to be all right. I'm just being honest. That's what we do. So they're promoting now. I think we should really, if nothing else, you don't do nothing else, you need to check those three things. You need to check your prostate, the testicular exam, and make sure your mental health is on the right track. Make sure your mental health is on the right track. We have a lot of black men suffering now from mental disorders. And it's not drugs. It's chemical imbalances that come up because we don't have other people sometimes to help guide thoughts and things, and we just go on our own and have our own answers. And next thing you know, you have a pattern of dysfunction because you're not thinking right. I think it's a good thing if somebody see you putting your socks on the wrong place. You're putting them on your hands instead of your feet. You need somebody to tell you, hey, what are you doing? Your socks don't belong there. You're supposed to put them socks on down there. I don't care how they try to convince you ain't nothing wrong. That's a dead giveaway, something's wrong. We overlook the need for annual doctor visits. What's our common excuse? I'm too busy. I'm too busy. You know what? I don't like exams. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the doctor just touching me. If you dying, he's going to touch you and touch more than you. You might as well let him touch you. If you feel that bad, my brother, get you a female doctor. But then you're going to be too embarrassed for a woman to touch you. So when we just going to tell the truth, you're not uncomfortable, you just don't want to do it. That's all that is. And there are things that happen to a man at the age of 40. They change, and you got to find other ways to be normal. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing up in here because this is Health Sunday. And we're losing too many men from one thing, and it's the easiest thing to treat on the cancer level. Everything else is difficult but one thing: colon cancer. If you get a polyp and it's there, not only would they remove it, they'll tell you whether it's benign or malignant. But even if it's malignant, you can get rid of that within weeks. But it's suffering with stuff and playing like ain't nothing wrong, and then when you get to a stage on that, they can't stop it. And they'll tell you while you're sitting around about crying for Buster, you know, this could have been prevented. All they had to do was take the colorectal exam every year. Because if it was cancerous, we could have, this is the easiest cancer to heal. They tell you that. But it's taking out our brothers left and right. All because they don't want the exam. And all because they don't want the prostate exam. And I'm telling you now, brothers, when you get older, if you haven't been checking your numbers aren't the same as they were when you were 20. They're not the same. Because we're not the same. We don't do the same thing. And see, we talk about women and we talk about women's health and we got, you know, people excited and did it. But look what I did. I brought the male clinic in on purpose so you guys can keep up with it. I even had the brothers go to a subgroup that deals with prostate. And they even have doctors available. They said, since we were part of the team, if something happens, any of the people could come to their doctor. You can't even get in the male clinic. You don't even have the insurance to get in the male clinic. And they're willing to help us. We met the doctors. And all I'm saying is all we need to do is have enough self-care to where you won't get things in a turmoil. Well, I don't like those exams. Well, it's a whole bunch of stuff we don't like. But guess what? I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to live. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to spend, I don't care what kind of money it is for my health to be optimal. I don't want to walk around with messed up feet, messed up mouth, and a messed up body. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned every 6 months. If I need a crown, we doing that. If I need an implant, we doing that. I'm not going to sit around and only could chew on one side and those teeth about gone. Now, it doesn't sound good, but it's the truth. We need to be more vigilant about our health. Did you know that in your mouth, if you don't take care of yourself, you can get infections all throughout your body because you got bad teeth? Amen. Brothers, wake up. We will need you to go to the dentist. We need you to keep your doctor appointments. If you haven't done it, start. We just in our family, we buried folks that they could have still been here. But we didn't know they had that kind of cancer till it was too late. And it don't have to be that way. We don't know what's happening on the inside of us. Let them take your blood, because guess what? Your blood's going to tell them everything. And you need to know, and I'm about done with this, I need to encourage you to go to your doctor. Do it every year. Have discussions. They need to know your family history. Write down the questions. Because when you visit the doctor, you'll have what you have. One of the most hurting things, and I'm done, one of the most hurting things that I found out, I had to tell my wife about it. Brothers that I played basketball with who are 20 and 30 years younger than me are on dialysis. And they told me, said, well, Pastor, I knew I had a problem, but I just didn't do nothing about it. I'm like, wow. Now they got to go to the dialysis 2 days a week. And I'm going to tell you something. On dialysis, the life expectancy is only 5 years. That's why you need to go to the doctor and make sure you let them check you and give you a physical and make sure your kidneys are functioning like they should be. Because you don't want dialysis, my brother. I'm telling you, these brothers, we played ball together. They're younger than me. Now I have 2 friends on dialysis. And when I call them, they're so tired they can't talk to me. They just got through it. They got to go. Their whole lives are changed. And they knew they had to do this, and they wouldn't do nothing about it. He told me, he said, Pastor, I said, man, you ain't never told me. When did you? He said, Pastor, he said, I just never did anything. I said, wow. I told my wife about it. I was really sad. These some good brothers. We don't want to get to the place where we need a miracle. When you have your chance to deal with your health, I'm encouraging you, my brothers, this year, if you haven't done it, get your dental together and get your health together. Find you a doctor, a good doctor, and go. And get your checkups. Because you need to be around. You need to be around. Now, we always want the women to do this and women do that, but guess what? We need some discipline too. Yeah. But it's a fact. The reason why blacks don't have the drugs we need to really help us is because we don't have enough of us going to the doctor so they can see what's wrong and find a way to get the cures. We have to use everybody else's drug, and it's killing us. We're going to give you some Evicato, and it may cause blindness. It may cause a ruptured liver. It may cause, just to stop the high blood pressure. You got to deal with blindness and all that old crazy stuff. May cause your brain to bleed. Well, why would I take it? Because they don't have nothing for blacks. We don't go to the doctor enough. So let's stop that. Amen? All right, that's my Health Sunday for today. I'm through fussing.